Spirit is asking you to call your power home. You have been suffering with some distractions of various types, and these distractions are pretty typical, pretty normal kind of stuff. Nothing that anyone would be shocked or astounded or amazed by. It's just life. And sometimes it's easier to be distracted than to address the things we need to address, right? But it's important that we call our power home because Spirit has some big, big stuff on the horizon. And I want you to go ahead and claim and receive that message in the comments. There is some big stuff that is coming for you, and it requires your full attention because there is some details that need to be addressed. We're looking at some checking the details before you sign, looking over contracts, perhaps even getting an attorney involved if necessary. Check your spam box. Don't miss those emails. There's something coming. There's some message that Spirit is concerned that you will overlook. Go through your mail. I know a lot of times we're getting a lot of junk in the mailbox as well, but you know what? Check them. Just make sure that you're not missing something that's actually helpful to you or will make your life a little bit easier. And there's going to be some time that you need to actually focus in at home, as easy as it is to be distracted. And we definitely need breaks, and we need to spend time with family and friends. There is a lot of things that you say, "Oh, what the heck, I'll go," even if it's not something that you're needed at or you particularly care too much about. When there are things at home that need to be attended to, perhaps there are some phone calls that need to be made. I'm hearing appointments need to be made. Follow up on that voicemail. Follow up on that text message. Return that phone call. Set that appointment. Get that consultation. Meet up with that person that wanted to chat with you about something. There's a lot of information coming in here that seems to be overlooked because of distraction. So the important message here is that we are tending to the details, and those details involve at home personal matters, things that are important to us that aren't necessarily the public view, but they are important and they are going to play a big role. You want to get them out of the way for what is coming to you next. So, Spirit has a message here about paying close attention to what we are making public, keeping some details of our lives to ourselves. This goes for both really good things and things that we might want to complain about. You're being watched. You're being watched by someone who is using this information to gauge and judge their future interactions with you. So they may be deciding whether or not they want to do business with you. They may decide whether or not they want to get back in touch with you for a friendship or a relationship. And they're paying attention. Have you actually changed? Are you doing the things you say you're going to be doing? Be smart about what you make public. This goes mostly for social media, but I'm also seeing that people are in public spaces, maybe at a graduation party or a family reunion or at some other public park or event, and they're talking very loudly. And this loud talking is being overheard by someone that you don't realize. You're being observed. People are paying attention to you. You're never alone. You're never really truly in privacy when you're with other people. The only time that occurs is when you're sitting at home by yourself in a room that you know is empty and spirit's the only person with you, or spirit's the only energy that's in that space. But I assure you that somebody is always watching and paying attention. So this also might reflect on how you're thinking and talking about that future situation and how you're thinking. I know that recently I was overthinking a situation that I'm dealing with, and I was like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What am I doing here? I need to be like, no, this is happening and this is how it's going to go. It's either going to go this way or it's going to go this way. You make a choice. I responded to an email for a final time, come to find out they hadn't received my previous emails. They had gotten lost somewhere in the shuffle. And now that that's been handled, everything is going according to plan. So sometimes it's about making smart choices. Like, I needed to take action. I needed to watch what I was thinking. And I also need to not share that information with every single opportunity that I have. Don't necessarily post your blessings online. People are paying attention and they're making judgments on you and what your life is like based on that. That public face is how people are judging you. And we want to make sure that they have very little to judge by. Not that that we're only showing them good, not that we're only showing them bad, but they have very little to make an assessment about, because then they have to find out the truth. This powerful message here about being on the right track, finding your way. I'm hearing messages for those who have been floundering a little bit, been a little confused, been a little bit off their mark. And Spirit is saying, hey, you've been paying attention to the signs. And the more you pay attention to the signs, the more that you shut your mouth and open your ears, open your mind, pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the closer you are coming to home where you belong. The alignment that you seek is right in front of you, and it's just now a matter of stepping into that alignment and maintaining that forward motion. Being on the right track sometimes is not about what we see or hear either. Sometimes it's just about that feeling that we get inside. Uh, for me personally, when I am thinking about the things the way that I'm supposed to be thinking about them, I feel little tingles like hair, or like nerve tingles in my body in different places. But I recognize this to be the sign that everything is in alignment with where it needs to be. I'll see more synchronicities. I'll see those numbers, and go ahead and drop your angel number in the comments if this resonates. But there are lots of physical feelings and signs that let me know that I'm on track as well. So Spirit wants to let you know that you're heading in the right direction. You're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and this has been a work in progress. This has been a lot of effort for you. This has not been an easy journey for you by any means. You've had a lot of detours. You've had a lot of extra pit stops. It felt like that train was never getting back on track. But now you're starting to feel like yourself again. I'm hearing losing some weight. I'm hearing that you've been taking care of yourself, that you're getting the medications right. I'm hearing that you found the right doctor. So your health is back in order. I'm hearing that your mood, you have more energy and you're feeling the difference and wanting to get out and do things. You're feeling the motivation. You're feeling the desire to make changes in your life. You're feeling strong enough to break away from those patterns and habits that were not conducive to what you want, and you're finding it easier to say no. I'm hearing that you were saying yes to a lot of things you really didn't want to do, and now you're finding it easier to say no. Spirit wants to confirm that you are spiritually wide awake and that you are on the right track. Thank you so much for being a part of my healing journey, and I'm always grateful to be a part of yours.